Hello, my name is Cliff Munson with Rotovac Corporation. Take a few minutes to watch this training video on the new Monsoon extractor, and I'm going to go over some very important tips and pointers on how to use and maintain this machine. The Monsoon has massive suction power with the new Lam Amatec ZX vacuum motors, custom made for Rotovac. You can run up to 200 feet of vacuum hose and still get great drying results with the Monsoon. The Monsoon has a 15-gallon freshwater holding tank and a 10-gallon dirty water recovery tank. In addition, the Monsoon has auto pump out. So there's an auto pump out system to pump out the dirty water as you clean. So you don't have to stop and keep emptying into buckets and doing the bucket brigade. Your switches are right down here. You have 2 vac motors, solution pump, and your empty pump. You can run the empty pump while you're cleaning, and it keeps your level in the dirty water tank very low. If you don't use the empty pump and your water fills up too high, if there's foam on top of that water, it can get sucked into the vac motors and it'll exit out under the machine. So it's always a good idea to use your empty pump so you don't have to stop and dump into a bucket and carry a bucket of dirty water over to the toilet or drain. Using the auto empty pump is a great feature. The solution lid for the Monsoon just hinges open, just like that. And down inside here is where you have your dirty auto pump out water screen. The screen is located right about there inside the tank. You want to keep this clean, because if this gets clogged up with carpet debris, then your empty pump is going to slow way down and maybe even just stop working. So you want to keep this clean, and you can do a quick cleanup of it just by reaching down into the tank and brushing off carpet fibers. If you notice your empty flow is starting to cut down on you, you can just brush off the carpet fibers and keep on cleaning. Every now and then you want to remove this. It unscrews. And again, it's inside the recovery tank right next to the dirty water gate valve. Just unscrews, and you can wash it all off and put it back on. But before you ever take this off, you want to make sure that there's no dirty water in your tank. Because if you remove this while there's dirty water and carpet fibers in there, they can get down into the inlet of the pump and clog up your pump. So you only remove this after you've washed out your tank with a garden hose. Open this and flush the tank out. Then you can safely unscrew this, give it a good cleaning, put it back in. Another way to avoid this getting clogged up on you is it comes with a filter bag like this right here that you can open your lid, and you can put this filter bag right over the T, the vacuum inlet T. And it has a little tightening ball. Just tighten it down, tuck it in there. And now that bag will catch most of the debris as it's coming into the unit, and you won't have to clean out that the little filter, this filter so often. The vacuum is so strong and the airflow is so high with these vacuum motors that it's a good idea to take and put like a golf ball in that bag. It'll keep it weighted down, because the velocity is so tremendous in there that this bag can blow back and hit your dirty water pickup screen and suck a little water into your vac motors, and it'll exit under the machine. Now, if you look inside here, you'll see you have a ping pong ball cage filter. This filters any air going into the vacuum motors, and if your water fills up too high, this ball in here will float up and shut off your vacuum. Your vacuum motor pitch will change, and your vacuum motors will stop working. That means your tank is too full and your ping pong ball is shot up. And a lot of times if there's foam on top of your water, the foam will suck into your vacuum motors first, and you'll see it blowing out under the machine and the exhaust of the vacuums. If that ever does happen to you, it's sort of a common thing to suck a little foam through the vac motors. Just make sure you run the vacuum motors dry for a few minutes at the end of your job to dry out any moisture and to get a longer life. This is just a press fit in here. So when you put this back in, It just press fits right over the vacuum inlet. And again, you can run the filter bag if you want to, or you can just clean out your filter as you go. Now, you have two power cords back here. They only draw 15 amps, and you want to plug those into two separate circuits. Usually your strongest circuits are in the kitchen, laundry room, bathroom. You want to use those whenever possible. Another really cool feature on the Monsoon is if you're finished with your job and you still have a couple gallons in here, you can take your solution line, which is hooked up right here, unhook it from your cleaning tool, and there's a quick connect right here on the Monsoon that goes into the recovery tank. Quick connect right here. So you can take your solution line, plug it into that quick connect, and now it will pump all the water that was left in your solution tank. It'll pump it into the dirty water recovery tank. And if you leave your empty pump running, it's actually a self-cleaning system. It cleans out the dirty water and flushes it out through your pump. So that's a nice feature to use. The other feature for this quick connect being right here is if your solution pump ever gets an airlock in it, you turn on your solution pump and there's nothing coming out, you can hook up your solution line to this quick connect, which is going into the recovery tank, and you turn on your solution pump and both vacuum motors, then hold your hand over, cup over this so it creates the vacuum in the tank, and it'll suck the airlock through the pump, and then it'll get the water going on your pump again. It's called priming your pump. You can prime your pump also with that quick connect. Now your switches are right down here. You have two vac switches, a solution pump, and an automatic empty pump switch. You always want to run both vacuum motors whenever possible, but if for any reason you can't run both vacuum motors, it still has really good suction with just one vacuum motor. So that's an option for you. Now the Monsoon has so much vacuum power that you can actually leave the Monsoon in the kitchen or in a bathroom near a water source, and that way your auto empty, you can empty directly into the sink, and the Monsoon comes with this little 2.5-foot fill hose, which you can push over any faucet, drape it into the 15-gallon tank, and now you can turn on your hot water and you can fill it all the way up with 15 gallons of nice piping hot water. And now you have auto empty and 15 gallons of water. You don't have to move the Monsoon at all. You can leave it right by the sink. And now you can run up to 200 feet of hose off of it, so you can clean your entire job. You can do the whole house. You can do a lot of area up to 200 feet away without ever having to move your portable extractor and without ever having to carry a bucket of dirty water or clean water. Fill it up right here at the faucet. By the time you've used this 15 gallons of water, the heater has regenerated and is ready to give you another 15 gallons of piping hot water. Just fill it all the way back up and go to town. We don't recommend putting any cleaning chemical in the solution tank. You should always just pre-spray your cleaning solution on the carpet. That way you can put extra where the carpet's dirty and not so much where it's not dirty, and it gives your cleaning detergent dwell time. And then when you come along with the Monsoon, you're flushing all the dirt out of the carpet as well as all the detergent residue. So the carpet will stay cleaner longer when you do it that way. But this is a great feature of the Monsoon, the fact that you can just leave it in a kitchen, leave it in a bathroom, and do your whole job without ever having to move the extractor.
3, 2, 1, go.
When you're finished cleaning, if you still have a few gallons of water in your clean water holding tank, we don't want you to stick your vacuum hose in there and vacuum it out, because that can overflow the system and you can end up sucking water into your vac motor inlet and it'll exhaust out under the machine. So rather than vacuuming the water out, you take your solution line unhook it from your wand or your cleaning tool, and we have a quick connect right here. You just hook your solution line right into that, and now turn your solution pump on, and all the solution that's in here is now going to get pumped into your dirty water recovery tank. So, and then it gets pumped out with your auto pump out. So it also cleans the tank out. It's sort of a self-cleaning feature. To open and service the Monsoon, you just simply remove these two top Phillips head screws, and it hinges open for easy access to all your components. So it's very easy to work on and maintain.